Okay, we're live with the pre-show. This is the live pre-show. I want to talk about a few things. David is
Yes.
going to get an OnlyFans account, and so because you can't see him on the show because he refuses to get a camera. Are you going to play with your fan too?
He's doing some great Foley work in the
joke.
background.
Yeah. What is he doing? Is he starting a fire?
I'm filing.
He's starting a fire.
What are you filing?
So he's going to get an OnlyFans.
I'm working on metal models right now.
You get a free month to his OnlyFans if you sign up for our Patreon. Let me get that up here. Patreon.com/OutRightGeekery. AKA, and that's
You'll
OnlyFans.com.
finally get to see what AKA David looks
You
like.
finally get to see what he looks like.
No.
All of his glory.
All right. Second on the pre-show agenda. We've been talking about it, and if you're in the chat, say hi, no matter where you're at. Just
Hi, chat.
say hi, chat. We're going to talk about some comics from this week later and some news, but this is the pre-show. Hey, I can go and change
Where we can bullshit.
Oh my gosh, I can change our ticker to say it live pre-show. See? Ticker, I barely know her. That joke didn't carry either.
No,
anyway,
it did.
It's not funny.
Shut up. Anyway, I've been talking about doing some role playing, some pen and paper role playing online.
Not the other kind of role playing where you have to use a safe word.
No. That's on your OnlyFans.
Rhubarb.
You gotta sign up for our Patreon for that.
Rhubarb is my safe word. Rhubarb. Anyway, no, my safe word is keep going.
Keep going. Okay.
No, I want to play. Are you ready? Starfinder.
Oh, so
Starfinder.
So Pathfinder in space.
It's like Spelljammer 3.5 edition. That's what I want to play.
Okay.
So if you're
I'll have to
listening to
look
this,
into it.
we have a comment. Oh,
It's from David.
It's David. Hi, chat. If you're in the chat, say hi. Let us know what you're doing this beautiful night. We're going to talk about some comic news and stuff later.
Oh, so the guy I talked to about DMing online, you want me to get him in touch with you now?
I don't know, who are you talking about. This is a very touchy situation. Okay, I don't want to get just some guy, but I wouldn't mind just some guy if I.
He's a guy from the shop.
Who? I don't know
Yeah,
anybody.
who?
Oh, I have to go look up the.
He's like, oh, I don't know his
Oh,
name.
you don't even know who it is?
You've got literally no information. You don't even have the dude's name. Oh, there's Adam Normal saying hi.
I have.
He's hosting. He's hosting. What the hell?
I have to go back and look at the chat logs because it's on the comic shop's Discord.
Oh, I'm on there. But I'd rather you do it, David.
What? Me DM?
Yeah.
No.
You do voices and stuff. It would be perfect,
No,
dude.
It would be perfect for you.
I am terrible at DMing.
You just run a module. You just run the module. We're not looking for anything like, oh, I have to create my own pantheon of gods and
doesn't have to be
nonsense.
anything.
I want a
be a
module,
bigger
but I'm
game.
not gonna like invest in another game.
I have it all, bro.
You have it all.
PDFs, baby.
He'll just send it all straight over to us.
Yeah, I'll just cut you in on the link. And with that said, we're also looking for people to join this game. That will probably never happen. So don't get your hopes up, but let us know.
Yeah, we're looking at
you
you, Leroy and Eli.
Oh, man, I would love to see Leroy. Eli, I bet, would be good at it. Leroy, I bet Leroy would have some trouble role-playing. I bet he would get distracted really easy. But Eli, I bet Eli would be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know. It'd be fun. I like Starfinder. I was reading up on some of it yesterday. Yeah. That's all I got for the pre-show. Anything pre-show relevant? Anything that – well, our numbers are going really high on the Facebook page. Thank you,
good.
everyone. So there's a lot of new people
Thanks.
who got this in their feed. We appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Let us know that you're hanging out.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay. His name is Reed.
Reed. See, I already don't like that because what is it? A noun, a verb? It's all the things. I'd rather you do it, David. You would
Keep it in the family, you know?
Yeah, keep it in the family.
But
Exactly.
I would rather be able to do, professional
Professional. We don't want you
No,
to do
I've never
professional
DM'd.
shit.
I'm
not expecting this to win awards.
It's not that bad. I think you would be great at it, David.
I think you'd be.
I don't know.
Let us know. David's gonna GM a Starfinder game for us.
Yeah, he's committing me to things that I'm not committed to.
I'm not committing you. I'm not committing you.
You said I was going to get a fans only site. I'm not.
Oh no, that's a joke. That's a joke. Come on, that's definitely a joke.
That's a
But this
joke.
Starfinder thing, I'm serious.
I know you're serious about the RPG thing. I was just
Not
hoping
the
you might.
OnlyFans.
I was thinking.
Hey,
I was
but
hoping
if-
that you would go with like D&D or Pathfinder.
I'm going with
Or-
Pathfinder.
Or
in the
there
stars.
is
It's
a
space!
Kickstarter. There is a Kickstarter out right now that is basically D&D in space.
I already mentioned
Or Star
the game
Wars. Or Star
Starfinder.
Wars Edge of the
Pathfinder is
Empire.
basically D&D. I don't
Or
want to
Star
play
Wars
Star
Edge-
Wars. I don't want to play Star Wars.
No, I don't want to do the Star Wars game.
I want to
I'd
make
rather
Star
do
Wars
Starfinder.
in Starfinder. Never mind. I do want to do that though. I do want to do that. You should really give it some hard thought, bro. Just pick a module. I've got modules. I will upload all that crap and send you a link, bro.
All right. Well, I'll give
David,
it some
are you there?
thought. I'm
David.
here. I'm here.
He doesn't want to be here, but he's here.
I'm here.
We'll
I
figure
just
it out.
got
We can
I
do
just
it.
got an invite to a Pokemon Go raid, so I'm debating if
Oh,
I want to jump
nice.
into that.
So,
See you
he's
later.
debating going there right now instead of doing this show.
Because I'll be done with it in 3 minutes.
So you are gonna do this Pokemon thing while we're doing
He's
this.
gonna do it. He's gonna do it during the show.
And
I'm
you're not
doing it
gonna
right
be,
now.
You're not gonna
you
be
should
a
narrate
DM of
it.
this role playing game that we want to do.
Well, the DM thing is a big jump. I have not
It's
DM'd
once a
anything.
month. It's once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Once a month.
Like,
And if it's a
2,
module,
maybe
if it's a
3
module, all
hours.
the work's already done for you.
Yeah,
pretty
dude,
much.
all the work's already done. All you got to do is read.
Well,
That's halfway there.
okay,
baby.
okay. Let me see how my work schedule is going to be, so I can find a good night
see?
for it.
He's already got an out that we can't argue with. Work. Welcome to
Mhm.
capitalism, everyone.
I'm
If
waiting
someone
for the
says, "Oh,
Civil
no, I
War
gotta
so
work,"
I can
you're supposed to
burn
be
this
like,
shit down.
Oh yeah, my bad. You got to work. What? You ain't got PTO? I know what I'm
I'm
worth.
saving mine.
I know what I'm worth.
I have
I'm worth
3
your
weeks.
PTO.
I have 3 weeks of vacation time. And
Damn.
I'm saving it.
You'll forget how to do your job in 3 weeks.
I'm waiting until maybe next year, and then I'll have 6 weeks.
Oh no shit! I'd wait for that vaccine. I want that chip before I do anything else.
Yeah, right.
I need that chip.
'Cause right now, Saturdays are pretty good for the current schedule, but
These
because-
Saturday afternoons.
Saturday nights.
Oh man, nights. I'm usually so drunk.
Well, it would have to be like 10 o'clock at night.
Whoa!
Woo.
You want an RPG at 10 o'clock? Then
Why
we're doing-
not?
Then we're doing Vampire the Masquerade. Whoa, the horny one.
The horny one.
Outright Geekery After
You
Dark.
always just want to do the horny one, man.
I do. Oh, Outright Geekery said hi. Hi, Outright Geekery.
You'll find a way to
There's
make
no telling
Hi,
who
Hi,
the hell
Outright
that is.
Geekery.
There's no telling who that is.
That's probably Honray.
Honray. Hon.
Hangry.
Honray.
Hangry.
No, don't hangry. All right, you guys want to start the show?
Yeah.
You don't think anybody will watch that garbage?
Some people will watch anything, Scarlet.
Greetings, geeks. I mean, greetings, geeks.
I was about to say that was a very low energy greeting.
That was
Gomer.
not a very high energy Gomer-esque intro.
You not excited about the comics this week?
Oh, I am actually pretty excited about comics this week.
Hot roast, so
that's
I'm good? What the hell?
No, you're doing is welcome back to this Geek in Comics Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Comic book shit talk show!
I am
See,
your
that
co-host.
there is why you should be our DM right there.
Yeah, dude, listen to that. We would know people by their voice. You'd be like, in the distance, you see a shadowy figure. And then he says, and then you would do your voice, and we'd be like, oh, shit, that's Neo Black's Benjiro from
That takes out
whatever
half your work
planet.
right there. Because half your
Dude.
work is just explaining shit, but you don't have to because your voice already just does it
Oh,
for
it's
us.
perfect. I am your co-host, Gomer, and with me, as always, my co-host, Adam Normal, and a.k.a. David. We were talking in the pre-show. We're going to do a Starfinder, I think, role-playing game on this thing. We're going to need some
That's what Gomer's
players.
pushing right now.
That's what
Oh, I'm
Gomer's
pushing it hard. I am
That's what Gomer's
unrelenting.
pushing. But if I get to be the DM, I'm going to do something different.
Oh, dude, no, come on. This is that have stipulation.
Hey, I'm with David on this.
Edge of the Empire.
I
DM
don't
gets
wanna
to
do
choose
Star
what they play
Wars.
mostly, but I don't want to do a Star Wars one because mainly I don't want to do one that's like licensed to.
Dude, if you do it, I will make
Disney.
it so sequel horrible. My story will be terrible, and I will do it on purpose to ruin your game. I will be Ray times 20. Everyone will hate me. I will
Everybody
name
already
my
hates
person
you.
Ray or May or something like that. I will do it.
We just
I
have
will
to
do
count-
it.
Well, we'll just have to up
Oh,
the
8 pot roast. I'm
difficulty
good.
there,
Awesome.
and then
That's fine.
maybe
I like a good pot
use
roast.
some
Me too.
maybe use some weighted dice.
Oh, this dude's gonna cheat now. If you're in the chat, say
Well, he
hi.
already doesn't have a camera. He could just set the dice as whatever he wants it to be.
Well, we would have an electronic like thing going on.
A
you
thing.
know.
Okay. Do you
thing.
know
No,
what this thing called? Do
A
you know
thing.
anything about that?
I don't have it worked out yet, but there's a website that
There's
Brian turned me on to over there at the CBI that might be helpful. So
Ah.
I haven't checked it out yet. I think it costs money, which hate spending money on anything.
I am no bueno on money.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do something. AKA David has got it in the bank.
Of course I do.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine this Geek in Comics only while playing a role-playing game. So much shit talking. I can't wait. This
Gomer,
is such a
the
good
website's
idea.
going down. What's happening? You have to fix it, Gomer.
Oh, is that
Roll
going to be
for
the
initiative.
role-playing game? That's low blow. That is a low blow. That is a low blow.
Low, bro.
And and in Starfinder, you would probably be like, "Yeah, the network's crashing, loser."
It's gonna cost money, Gomer. It's gonna cost you
It's gonna
T-bills,
cost
Gomer.
money. I ain't spending the credits, the galactic credits on that.
Oh, I caught that Pokemon.
Let
in
it
the
crash. Let it burn.
Listen to him. He caught the Pokemon. Congratulations.
raid. Yay.
Oh, did you
So,
finish
yeah,
that
we're
raid?
gonna-
Yeah, I finished that raid when the intro started. And I've been trying to catch it ever since.
We're doing Starfinder.
They have like
Apparently we're
Pokemon
doing
Go
Pokemon
has basically got like the second week of their rewards for Go
Yeah,
Fest.
isn't there a big Pokemon Go thing happening?
It happened the end of last month, and they have 3
good.
weeks of
I missed
rewards.
it. I missed it.
So
Do we have
right
any
now
news
the
for the
level
week?
5 level
Do you want to
5
get
raid.
into the news? This
Yeah,
is
man,
like,
let's just
I
jump
thought we
into
were
this
going to talk
news.
about what we do, and then we get into the news.
do you have something important? Because I didn't do anything.
I
honestly,
didn't do
I
shit.
did nothing. I didn't do
The only
nothing.
thing I did was
I-
I played video games and I watched Never-Ending Story.
What video games?
Never-ending story.
I'm still playing that Assassin's Creed game.
Oh.
It's a long game, man.
What game?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
What did you do, David? Come on.
I
Good story, bro.
haven't done a whole lot this week, but I've been rocking out to the new Aquabats
Oh, that's fun.
because I helped
Dude.
pay for it.
Dude, remember we were going to get
Kickstarter.
tickets to the Cybertronian, whatever?
Cybertronian Spring
Yeah,
Break
man.
Risk
In the before times.
In the before times, yeah.
before
AD.
the COVID, before the tornado. Actually, that show would have been canceled because of
Because
the
of the
tornado.
tornado. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
But MC Chris has posted like a new tour date.
Nice. Let's go. David's got some news. This is how it goes now. Adam and I don't do anything.
That's not true.
We comment.
We talk
We're
shit
like the
about
Sean
whatever it is
Hannity
Dave
of
talks
nerds.
about.
Like the shitty Sean Hannity of nerds.
Sean Hannity is responsible for a great deal of the COVID outbreak in America.
Oh, listen to this dude. He's going to sue a radio guy. Do it, bro. I got your back. Way
If
back.
Oprah Winfrey hadn't given us Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, maybe things would have been a little bit
This is
different
the
in
news.
America.
David's got the commentary this week. All right, what's up? Comic book nerd geek related.
New pink lemonade Mountain Dew officially launches, and fans are loving it.
What? That's
I'm
your
okay
number one
with
news
this
story
one.
for the week.
I'm okay with food, geek news, geek food.
Yeah, I mean,
news,
I
whatever you wanna
like
call
the
it.
idea of pink lemon pink lemonade Mountain Dew. That sounds interesting.
I
I'll
want
give
to
it a
try it.
You can get it at Speedway. It's exclusive to Speedway.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm less likely
Actually-
to try it.
Actually, I'm drinking it right now.
I'm not in a sports exclusive or store exclusive.
Gas station exclusive.
And now we got
I brave.
next year.
I
the next
brave the
Transformers
dangerous
exclusive will be
COVID-19
at
to go to the nearest Speedway and get me a couple of bottles of this thing so I can tell you if it tasted decent or not.
nice. How is it?
It's not bad. I don't
Okay.
like regular Mountain Dew, but
Me
like the
neither.
oddball flavors they put out, like the
Some of them
Liberty
are good.
Brew and Frostbite,
There was a
And
black
Distortion?
one. What was the black one?
Pitch Black.
That was dope.
that
Yes.
one
That was
It was
so
good.
Baja
good.
Blast from Taco Bell. The
Mhm.
Sangrita one that they had, which they don't have anymore, and then that one at KFC, the Sweet Lightning or something like that. That's actually
Never
pretty
had
good.
that one.
Sweet Lightning.
Sweet Lightning.
Listen, Outright Geeker saying he hates all news. Whatever,
Oh,
man.
I
Don't
hate
speak
all
for
the
all-
dew.
Outright Geeker. I know that's Henry in there.
We
Change
have
your
to
account
exterminate all the dew.
Kill all the dew. All right, what else? What's
Okay.
new? But hey, I honestly, I do like the idea of the food news. Keep the food going. If there's a special sandwich or something at a fast food
Well, look at it
restaurant-
this way. Look at it this way. I picked this story because one, Mountain Dew is generally related to at least video games and sometimes comic books.
Sure, it's stereotypical. Yeah,
It is kind of ingrained itself into geek culture,
and good for them. Good
and
for
that's
them.
that was one of the reasons why I picked it.
This dude like Dr. Pepper.
I love
I like
Dr.
Dr. Pepper.
They call
Dr.
it Dr.
Pepper's great.
'cause it
That
tastes
cream
like
soda,
medicine.
that cream soda, Dr. Pepper.
That's
that
not
just came
Dr.
out,
Pepper.
It's good.
That's not
and then they
Dr.
had-
Pepper.
It's got Dr. Pepper on the can.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Dr. Peppy,
and
man.
Diet
Dr.
Coke has
Peppy.
Coke on the can too. It
Okay,
still
okay,
tastes like you're
whatever,
drinking
whatever.
hair.
What's the next
Dr.
news item?
Peppy.
Yeah, what's the next news item? He's
Kurt
still on Women's
Vonnegut's
Piglet.
Slaughterhouse 5 comes to life in Boom Studios graphic novel preview.
It looks good. I wish I had the the preview here in front of me to show everyone.
Yeah. So, Boom Studios revealed the first look at the
Should I
brand
go
new
look
graphic
for it?
novel, Slaughterhouse
No.
5, an American classic and one of the world's seminal anti-war novels. Kurt
Yeah.
Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5 is faithfully represented in a graphic novel form for the first time by Eisner Award-winning writer Ryan North. How to Invent Everything: A Survival for the Stranded Time Traveler, and Eisner Award nominated artist Albert Montes universe.
Sounds
Monte.
interesting.
You want me to-
Should be
yeah.
available in stores September 2020.
Yeah, I think I can share my.
Ah,
Stop moving around!
Yeah, this is it.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that sounds cool.
it's
I'll probably check
terrible.
out the first issue when it comes out.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
now I'm not 100% sure about this next story. It's a lot
Oh,
of
so-
stuff.
Glad I did all that work.
It's a
Nobody
lot. Of,
asked you to do all that work.
Damn
thank
it.
you, Gomer.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you for
Nah,
at least providing
nah,
the
nah,
images
nah.
when I don't.
You could
sometimes.
send me the images before the show.
All right. So I can. It's just sometimes I forget.
I reckon you want to talk about Suicide Squad versus Justice League game. Is
Hey,
that what it
we're
is?
getting there. We're getting there.
Oh,
Wait
my
your
bad.
turn
That's a
in
tease. That's a
line.
tease.
Wait your turn
Wait
in
your
line.
turn in line. That
Yeah,
had to go
I couldn't
behind.
find our
Great,
preview,
great.
Henry.
That had
We
to
got
go
so much
behind Mountain
content.
Dew.
Yeah, we started off big with the Mountain Dew, so it's only downhill from here.
All right. I'm still not sure what to make of this one. It's interesting as it can be. It's trippy as hell. But Bad Idea is doing this very strange
Oh, is this
promotion
a button one?
contest.
The
Servethebutton.com.
And you just go there and you push a
You
virtual
go there and
button.
push the button, but it's like related to like what the stores are that they blind up to sell their product.
Yeah.
And it's right now at this current time, it's been pressed 109,729,104
What it
Nice.
needed to be was a Cardi B single, and then it would have gotten hit a lot more.
Oh man, that new Cardi B is like crazy.
Is that next on the news? Am I spoiling something?
No, you're not spoiling it.
You got Mountain Dew on here. I'm just asking. So anyway,
That new Cardi B, that WAP, yeah.
Dude, we know what it is. It's dope. Of course, it's dope. We don't talk
Okay.
about that shit here.
I'll tell you that one girl that walks down the hallway in the leopard print. Oh my gosh! Somebody
I
started
already
100 years ago to make the perfect woman. And there she
So-
was.
So the button thing is cool, but that's not the cool part of some of the promotion they're doing. Like they
There's, like,
released on social
Videos.
media. They released some social media from art from Ramon Villalobos. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome guy, awesome artist. And then he put out, man, I don't know whose art this is. So he like was stirring the pot a little bit, saying, no, that's not my art. And then it went a little bit back and forth, like Bleeding Cool caught up on the story. That wasn't a story. It was just a PR stunt. Bad Idea tweeted something stupid, back to him. And then he posted a video outside wearing a bandana over his head, like over his forehead. And then he started saying, yeah, Bad Idea is such a great company to work for. They're really good guys. And he took his bandana off and it said help across his forehead. Just doing these. Dude, it's genius marketing because
That's funny.
everybody who follows Bad Idea, and dude, it's like a cult following with these Bad Idea folks. And that's not laying anything into them. Imagine the Valiant comics following ramped up to fucking like 11. All right.
gosh.
They're hardcore. And I get it. I understand. All right. I enjoy passion. I'm passionate about passion, if nothing else. So I appreciate them. But they all got it. Like they all were in on the joke. It was the rest of social media and the comics industry and the news
That was
really-
having to catch
That
up.
was making it a real story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They turned a non-story into a story.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah, and then the anti button. Like there's also an anti button that like, and these are people from Bad Idea, but it's supposed to be like separate. They're playing it off like it's separate. Yeah, and you know what? Dinesh is not a marketing genius. He just loves having a good time. And that's what Bad Idea is all about. It's just a bunch of comic book guys getting together saying, what do we want to do for the industry? But what can we do and have a good time? These books are not going to be made digital. They're not going to be divvied out by Diamond or any other distributor. They have a select amount of comic book shops that are like preferred stores that are only going to get these. Only one per customer rule. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff happening at Bad Idea in the context of it being completely different from what anyone else is doing. But they have the book ENIAC. That's their first book coming out. The art on it looks great. Those Ramon Villalobos pages that they threw out look amazing. So, I mean, it's a weird take that they're doing. AWA is
It'll
still
just be hard to
riding
get a
high.
hand on it,
Yeah. AWA is still riding high, in my opinion, when it comes to small press. We'll probably
Mhm.
talk about one of their books later. I don't know. But
Is that
Yeah,
a tease? Is that a
that's a
tease?
tease. Ooh. Next news story. Unless you guys
Next-
want to talk about Bad Idea some more.
No.
Bad
we can
Idea
move
is
on
the
to news.
biggest no story in comics. It is because they don't have a single book out yet. They were ramping
They're
up.
like that. They're like that company that owns Youngblood and hypes it and doesn't
Right.
produce anything. That
Right.
Terrific Comics or whatever it is.
Or man, remember that 3-wheeled car that was all over Facebook for a while? Everybody who saw the ad. It was like a $800 car. It was 3 wheels, electric. What are you doing? Are you building?
Just moving some of my tools.
So
The
yes,
Resistance looks amazing. You should read The Resistance. It is amazing. It's
Yes,
a great
read
book.
The Resistance.
What else? If you're in the
All
chat,
right.
say hi. It's not just Outright Geekery, Henry. It's like us saying hi to ourselves. It's
Yes,
so
yeah,
weird.
it's so weird. It's Henry. Hi there, Henry.
It's probably Henry. It's probably Henry.
It's probably Henry.
I can
Who
tell by
else
the
could it be?
Dinesh is a marketing genius comment. This one.
Alrighty.
He's pretty
So-
good.
Captain Marvel gets its director in Nia DaCosta.
I don't know her.
I don't
She
know who that
directed.
is. Yeah.
She directed the Candyman remake.
I haven't seen that.
I
yet.
haven't seen that. Yeah, has
Okay.
it come out yet?
Yeah, that's been out for a while.
Has it?
Was it any good?
It was all right. I
Okay.
mean, it compare. If it's a horror movie,
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of horror
Well,
movies.
they should make Captain Marvel a horror movie.
They probably might. Galactic horror.
Ooh. I don't know.
That's the only movie that I can tell you that they're promoting as, this is the director of the Candyman reboot.
I really like Captain Marvel. I just hated her movie. Does that make sense? I like Captain
I didn't
Marvel.
hate
as a
her
character.
movie, but her movie was definitely lacking.
I hated the short-haired Captain Marvel in Endgame.
Oh gosh, listen to you. What is?
I did not like
I hate
the
your
short
haircut, girl. What?
the girl
What?
the girl that was the performer, whatever her name was,
Brie
in Scott
Larson.
Pilgrim.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, Brie Larson, but whoever she was in Scott Pilgrim, the singer, Clash at Devil's
What
Mount or
about her?
Devil's Head,
Okay.
really come a long way.
What are you talking about? I really liked your haircut in Scott Pilgrim.
I didn't
Why
like her
couldn't she have
haircut.
had the same haircut in Captain
I didn't
Marvel,
like her haircut
damn
in
it.
Scott Pilgrim. I just thought I preferred the long-haired Captain Marvel as to the short-haired Captain Marvel that
Why?
shows up at the fight at the end. I don't know.
Why?
I don't like that. It didn't look natural. It looked like
What
it was
about
a wig.
the beard?
It
What
didn't
about the
look
beard on
natural.
Captain
What are you
America?
talking about?
The beard on Captain America?
Yeah.
He rocked it.
What about Thor?
Thor.
With his haircut. He had his long hair and then his short hair.
He rocked
was
the
all right.
gut.
He rocked the gut. He rocked that Lebowski
The gut
look
is
pretty
not a
damn
conscious
good.
choice like getting your hair
No,
cut.
that was
Nobody's
a
like, man, I
conscious
think I'm
choice
going to
for
grow a
him.
gut today. No. What about his haircut from
he was looking more and more
Ragnarok?
like Anthony Hopkins.
What
He
about,
didn't have a choice in that.
I know. You don't know the story behind Carol Danvers' fucking haircut. Maybe she didn't have a choice. Maybe Stan Lee with his barber thing machine come out and got her ass too.
Excelsior, kids!
Excelsior, get your haircut.
It's only this machine set only to one cut.
Yeah. It's like the army. It's like the military. What's our next news story?
I wasn't gonna put this in the news story, but did you see the Stan Lee Twitter where it was like they had a cartoon version of Stan Lee wearing a mask saying real heroes wear masks for the whole COVID?
No.
Did you
no.
Did you not see that?
No.
And like Peter Samedi commented and like it just went all to hell.
What do you mean? What happened?
Okay, so
It sounds awesome. I have not heard
the
of this.
official Stan Lee Twitter posted late last week, something
Can I
about
open it? Can I probably go? Well, I don't want to go to Twitter.
You probably should be able to. But
Okay.
it's a recent post on Stan Lee's Twitter where it's a cartoon of Stan Lee and he's wearing a mask like it's a COVID mask,
Okay.
saying real heroes wear masks. But Stan Lee passed away. What was it? Late 2018.
Yeah, he some
he
time
passed away
ago.
before
yes.
COVID.
So Peter
What?
Samedi pretty much was like it's kind of demeaning to the memory of Stan Lee.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
That was the gist of it. I wasn't going to bring it up, but since we got on to Stan Lee, I guess I would bring it up.
Yeah.
But
So,
basically,
hold on. I got a thing. Is it this one?
That's the one.
Okay. So I'm looking for the real Samedi, and then
You may have to go to his personal Twitter, and you may have to dig for it.
See, I don't.
Because
wanna
he
do any
posts
of
a
those things.
lot.
That sounds like a lot of work right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that he was upset that he made a comment about this just being disrespectful to the memory of Stan Lee.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I can understand what he's trying to say because my bad. Because through no fault of anyone's own, at least any normal people, the
Right.
idea of wearing a mask has become a political thing.
It's a political
Even though-
statement now, yeah.
Yeah, even though if you call your doctor, like your personal physician, he's probably going to say, yeah, you should wear a mask if you're out in public.
He's
So
probably
what
going.
they've done is they've taken doctors' advice and they've made it political. Now, that's neither here nor there because Peter Samedi didn't make that happen. He's
No.
just pointing out that it has happened. But Stan Lee always made said political shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a character. Now, he is a human being, but he's also a character. You know what I mean? Stan Lee cameos, he's a character. Yes, he's playing someone, but no, he's always Stan Lee. And his name isn't even Stan Lee. It's Stanley Leibowitz. So he's always...
I thought it was Lieberman.
Well, maybe it's one or the other.
What are the other? Whatever.
I don't
He didn't
know.
want to use. He didn't want to use his real
think it
last
is
name when
Lieber.
he wrote the American novel. He wanted to save that for the true American novel.
Even though Stan Lee is now the recognized name. So,
Yes.
I mean, And here's a good comment, of course, from Outright Freaking Geekery. Not really. His visage promotes people living. Stan would love that. And I don't know if you can speak for Stan, although everything that he's ever done sort of suggests that he would be okay with that happening. If
would
Stanley
stand on
was
that
alive, he
side
would
of the
definitely
argument.
do a PSA for pro wearing a mask. But he would do it from his living room because there ain't no way he's leaving the house.
Oh no, it's like
no.
it's like the stuff
But there
that
you
Mel
go.
Brooks
That's my
did.
point, though. Why is Stan Lee not leaving the house? Because he would have been 100 years old and would die of COVID-19 if COVID looked at him the sideways. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I think everybody listening to me can agree that old people going to die. So, yeah, Stan Lee saying, yeah, wear a mask maybe makes a lot more sense than
Well,
Peter
it's
Smetty
like
was saying.
I wouldn't.
but-
Right. And it's trying to
with
spread the
Mel Brooks and the Max Brooks promo for like social distancing and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? I mean, I know it's several months old. So
Yeah. But yeah, Stan Lee is like a character almost, and he's owned. His name is owned by a
Yeah.
company, and they're allowed to use his name,
however
and
they
his
want.
image. And what are we gonna do?
we
I mean,
can't
you know what
really
I
do
mean?
anything about it.
Let's say I agree with Peter Smetty. Yeah, that's not right, and I'm not saying I do or not. I don't really give a damn. I'm just commenting on the news. But what should we do about it? Just tell them that, hey, we don't agree with that, and then they're going to ask me, why don't you agree with that? And my only answer would be, because I don't agree with wearing a mask.
It's disgraceful to the memory. But oh well.
But I don't know if it is. It might uplift his memory in a weird way, you know?
I
'Cause-
don't think
some
his
people's
memory
eyes,
needs
I
to be
think it would.
uplifted any more than it
Well,
already needs.
nobody that awesome does, but I mean, we'd still do it, you know? We still praise people who have been praised forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. But I mean, maybe what it does is it says, hey, Stan Lee is somebody who everybody knows, everybody respects, and everybody would understand in the context of the way we're portraying him in this particular PR thing that we're pushing out. Right?
It is a little weird to be using a dead man in their PR thing, but Stan Lee
For a
is
deadly
the
disease.
brand.
But that's what you mean, for a deadly disease.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, just
If it was
period.
just-
Using a dead
well,
man.
they sell
for-
Stan Lee action figures still to this day.
They do. You are right.
I mean, that's
Well, I mean, that's
is that
all-
weird, or is
I
that
mean, they
an
still
homage to a
bring
great
back
person?
they still bring back deceased actors for stuff. They brought back Peter Cushing for Rogue
Oh,
One.
listen to this guy.
I mean,
You're
they
right.
brought back John
Peter
Wayne
Cushing.
for Last Action Hero. I mean,
Listen to this guy. He's
it's
not
something that-
making wrong points, David.
not-
Those are really good points. I would have never, thought of that. But you're right. They do
Mhm.
bring back
They do. I mean, it's something that
not
we
dead
already
people, but the images of them.
until they
Built
start
for
bringing back dead
profit.
people.
Well,
They got
the
a
difference
Tupac
is though is
hologram.
that
Elvis-
Peter
Elvis
Cushing
is
isn't
still-
making.
Peter
making
Cushing's
a
family is
political
making money.
statement by acting in Star Wars like Stan
Exactly.
Lee is. Not that I'm saying that wearing a mask should be political, but like you said earlier, it is.
It is. Even though if you call your doctor and ask your doctor, he's probably going to say, or she is probably going to say, you should wear a mask when you go out, hang out.
You should wear a mask when you come to see me.
Yeah, no shit. Comes visit me. Fuck around and find out.
I don't want to be where the sick people are.
Yeah. All right. What else, David? You got
Got
all
anything
right.
else, man?
Since it was teased,
team?
we'll go ahead and talk about it. So there's going to be a Suicide Squad video game confirmed by Rocksteady, which is awesome because they did like the Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight and all the Arkham games.
So it's
Okay,
not
yeah.
a fighting game.
Huh?
It's not going to be a fighting game.
I don't know if it will be a fighting game,
That's
but
fine
with
as long as if it's a story game. All of those
yeah.
Rocksteady games are pretty solid.
Rocksteady games,
That's not
story
what I
games
want.
are pretty solid.
I
And there'll be a
want- well, I do-
lot of Easter eggs and a lot.
Let me tell you
of
what I want. Can I tell y'all what
stuff
I
in there.
want?
Sure.
Please.
Go
I
ahead.
want a 5-player co-op, story-driven.
5-player co-op gonna be hard to do.
Because you ain't got no friends.
Four-player?
Well, you got no friends.
because I have no friends. I don't want to. Plus, I don't want to play no 5-player co-op.
Isn't that how many players are on a normal online squad? Is 5?
No.
You don't have to say it like that. Like,
No.
you dumbass.
No.
Well, how many are there?
Right now?
I'm pretty sure when my kid plays, what's the Red? Isn't there a game with Red in the title? Squadron Red. Black maybe squad.
Red Dead Redemption.
No, it's some special ops shit. I don't know.
I know.
I sound like the oldest old bastard ever.
I know.
Because you are, man.
I
They
know
could-
that. I
they
know
could
in
do
certain
an online
games there's
game like that.
16-player. There's 16-player team battles.
But
They
this like
they could do
go
a
ahead,
team
Adam.
battle game like that, but I would have no interest in it at all.
I mean,
It's
Fortnite.
story driven.
Fortnite basically is like you versus the 99 other players,
No, but there's different versions of that too. So who's
Yeah.
out of the loop now?
and then like
Okay.
you know,
Because I know
Fallout
that
Fallout
there are
76 has 24
Rainbow.
players on a server.
Rainbow Six is what I was
Rainbow
thinking.
Six. That's a far cry from Red.
The red is in a rainbow. I was
It is in a rainbow, but rainbow.
Like
is-
1/8 there. Okay, I was 1/8. But how many is in that? That's 5, right?
It might be 6 or 7. It might be 8.
See?
It might be
How
an
many
8-player
members
team.
are in the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, but it's not
You got
story based.
Deadshot, Harley. No, you're right. It's not story based. It's not story based. But that would be stupid. What the Justice League on one side and the Suicide Squad on the other side, and you're Harley Quinn going to kick the shit out of Superman with a
I
mallet?
mean, they had a comic book
That's
event
so
about it a couple
stupid.
years ago. It wasn't a great one, but they did.
A what?
They had a comic book event about Justice League versus Suicide Squad a
Oh
couple
yeah,
years
it was
ago.
not.
It
Great.
wasn't good, but
It was
they
good.
did.
If you're in the chat, say hi.
So there is
Oh,
precedent
let's see.
for it.
No, you're right. I want more. Oh, and we'll know more at Fandom.
Yeah, it's
The big-
Fandom is going to be the 22nd of this month.
Fandom.
Fandom.
It's going to be cool, man. They got a whole bunch of stuff lined up. I'm not even excited for most of it, but like I said earlier, I'm passionate about passion, and people are psyched for Fandom. People are really excited for this Fandom.
I think the name's dumb, but
Oh, it's stupid. And it's like a dome, like in their promos, like everyone's walking into the dome.
It's not Fandom, it's Fandoo Me.
Fandoo me. Going to Fandoo me, y'all. Let's go get our DC on Superman, Batman. Woohoo,
DC
Fandoo me.
Fandoo Me.
All right. Is that your last,
Fandom me.
is that your
On
last
David's
story?
OnlyFans.
I got a couple of other ones if you want
Oh,
to go.
man. If you want to hit them quick, if you think they're that important.
Only
we
if
have
they're
a
just as important as Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew Pink
Pink
Lemonade
Lemonade.
was the top of the story, man. Let's see. So basically, we have a shit ton of second printings announced, and some of them are
Oh
kind of
my
surprising.
God.
So that's not important.
Yeah,
It's not important.
one of them was like that Wind, that WYND story.
You
It's
can talk
issue
about that in
2.
reviews.
It's that didn't come out this week. It came out like
I
last
know.
week.
They look. Oh, Black Adam. That's right.
Black
There's gonna be some
Adam,
Black
yeah, but
Adam
there's
news.
like Wind, Death Metal, Horizon Zero Dawn, Ice Cream Man. A lot of books getting second
And that
printing.
was Ice Cream Man number 20. That went back for second printing, y'all.
That's
That's
good.
pretty
That's good.
amazing.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man number 20.
They had this really cool Dr. Seuss related.
Yeah, that was an awesome cover actually.
We got 80 y'all in here at least. Say hi in the chat.
And
Let us
let's
know
see,
you're
we
hanging out.
got a U.S. Agent miniseries announced
Oh yeah, that looks cool. Of course, just in time
for this
Just in
November,
time for the
just in
TV
time,
show, you know.
just in time for the Falcon and Winter Soldier show on Disney Plus. Let's see, since we're on Disney Plus, Mulan
Oh
is going
my-
to get a $30 price tag for Disney
Ooh,
Plus.
yeah, we can talk about this a little bit. Now let's talk about how this usually works. When you go to Amazon right now and get a movie that was supposed to be in theaters and you pay more than like the $5 that it usually costs to rent it, you're still renting it. You still only have it for one watch in the next 3 days for 24 hours. Okay?
Mhm.
That's just how it works. Mulan is not that way. You go to Disney Plus, and as long as you have your D Plus subscription, if you pay $30 for Mulan, you have Mulan forever. Which doesn't
That's
really mean
interesting.
any damn thing.
That-
Well, it does, but in 3 months it's going to be on Disney Plus anyway.
That is
But
true.
what it does do, it's not really that big for the consumer. Okay, it's still the same for the consumer.
It's big for the industry, though.
It's huge
Disney
for
is
the
testing
industry.
out new distribution models, and they're showing that they don't need movie theaters anymore.
They're eliminating Amazon from the post
They are.
theater distribution, and that is huge. Right now, Amazon, Vudu, which was previously owned by Walmart, which is now owned by Fandango, I think,
Mhm.
that's where most people go to get their movies.
right.
Or they're
we're
still
going
buying
to go to rent
traditional
movies digitally.
Yeah. But they're also going there to buy them.
Mhm.
like for a while you can buy it before anybody else if you buy it digitally. That's a huge deal right now. You know, I can buy it digitally almost 10 days in some cases before you can get the physical copy. This is huge. If Disney is able to take their first party movies, which we saw the theater before all this happened, before
Yeah, they make bank
changed.
off of those. People are willing to shell out for some Disney.
They were like 8 of the top 10 movies of 2019.
Yeah, like every year.
Like every year. I think like the top movies of all time are like the top 5 are Disney. It's like Endgame, Avatar, Avengers.
Yeah,
I
now
mean-
that Fox owns that, yes.
Well, yeah. Now that Disney
'Cause,
owns Fox, well, that's what's happening, David. That happened.
yeah, I
we're
was
in
trying
reality.
to think. Wasn't it Titanic? I can't remember who distributed Titanic. So
I don't remember.
because it was like the number one for a long time.
Yeah,
And I can't
it's
remember if
gotten
it's
hard,
still in the
man.
top 10 or not.
And then Endgame. But anyway, I digress because what I'm saying is taking away that middleman, taking away Amazon, and having that it's vertical now. You know, they don't have any middleman, and it's going to change the game. It's going to change the landscape, dude.
Mhm.
And I like it. I think it's a good idea, especially for Disney. I'm not going to pay $30 for Mulan
Man.
unless I happen to have $30, and it's like
the movie distribution scene just period is getting shaken up right now, and I am really enjoying it. I'm enjoying all of the new ideas.
The way the article reads is they're using Mulan to test out the waters because this may be how we get the Black Widow movie.
I'm excited for that. I would pay. That's what I was about to say. I will not pay 30 for Mulan, but I would pay 30 for Black Widow. I would.
And if you're going to see the movie in the theater, by the time you pay for the tickets and the refreshments and all that, the concessions.
I got 3 kids.
Yeah, that $30 is a steal,
Oh, it's a bargain, and I own it forever.
and you own
I'm
it.
not just
Well,
renting
you own it for as long as you are a subscriber to Disney Plus.
Sure.
You own it as long as you keep paying the $5 or whatever it is.
But I think that's key right there, dude. Because on Amazon, you don't have to have an Amazon Prime subscription to rent movies from Amazon.
Nope.
You don't have to have a sub. You have to sign up or whatever and to pay or whatever, but you don't have to
But
have their.
How many people are already
subscription
are
service.
already subscribed to Disney Plus? I mean, really?
Oh, like 60-some
Everybody.
million. I think they're like
Yeah.
the 3rd biggest streamer in the world, and they've been around 6 months or 8 months now. Not even.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
at least
cool.
since November of last year. So
Yeah, so 8
9 months.
Yeah,
9 months
months.
almost.
This is a sweet little baby.
Sweet little baby.
All right, what else? That it?
That was actually it. Unless
Top 3. Our top 3 favorite
top
comics of the week.
3.
Who wants to go first? You want me to go first? Is it my turn to go first? Who goes first?
I can go first this
Whoever
time
wants to
around.
go
Go ahead.
first, yeah.
Okay, go first. Okay.
You knew we were doing this, right? You knew this was
honorable
going to be a
mention.
segment.
Honorable mention. I'm going to go ahead and just say that the Alien screenplay, original screenplay, if
Just
you've seen
okay.
Alien has been around for like 40 years. So if you've seen the movie, it's kind of easy to follow along. There's not a whole lot of deviation in the screenplay, but adaptation.
Yeah.
Until they get to the derelict ship, there's not much of a deviation.
Yeah. It was just okay. The art was just okay too.
It was all right.
Brilliant
I mean-
and vibrant, but it was not what I was expecting. I
Yeah,
wanted
it was.
more of a
It wasn't
dark-
what I was. It wasn't what I was expecting. Plus, we already have had 40 years where we kind of know the story.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's some deviation, that's fine. And biggest deviation right now is the revelation of what was the navigator or the
Yeah.
that one right there was
Kind of lame.
Space Jockey.
Yeah.
If you read
Space
something-
jockey. That's what it is.
Yeah, if you read something cool this week, talk to us. Let us know in the chat. If we read it, we'll talk about it.
All
Maybe If
right.
we didn't read about it, we'll talk about it.
All right.
Any more honorable mentions?
No honor. No more
I love how
honorable
you're
mentions.
bringing this up. We can all start doing that. Just before your
Well,
number
we've
3,
done
we'll just
we've
mention
done
all-
honorable mentions before, so I'm just continuing it.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and with my
It's
number
official
three,
now.
Number
It's
3
official.
pick is Reaver Number 10. Oh my gosh.
Didn't this book just come out last week?
No, this book came out. Yeah, this book just came out.
No, I meant the week before. Number 9. Didn't number 9 just drop the other day?
No, number 9 dropped like a few weeks ago.
Oh, go ahead then. Number
This
10.
is
This is
number
basically
10.
Suicide Squad meets Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes. Our 2 members of our group have arrived to stop this group of cultists who have kidnapped a bunch of children and are basically harvesting the children for some kind of magical potion that gives them abilities.
Sweet.
They tear through the bad guys.
If only that was true. I got 3 kids. I could drain like a freaking.
These are like small children. They were putting them in these Iron Maiden looking things and draining them of their blood.
How
and
much are
pulling something from them that was being used to distill down into an essence that was being put into a vial. These cultists were trying to make a shipment, deliver a shipment of this stuff, and our members of our team show up.
So they're wheeling and dealing this stuff too?
They're wheeling and dealing this stuff, and members of the team show up and pretty much wreck house. People are getting chopped in half. People are getting split in two.
People are getting chopped in half.
Bisected.
It's happening.
Arms are being removed. Limbs are being removed. Heads are being crushed in.
Man,
and then the big guy shows up, and the distraction of it is a distraction because they set a boat on fire to distract all the guards to pay attention to the boat while the other one starts attacking. And then they're like, well, it was stupid of you to come. And then the big guy just walks out of the fiery boat and is like, oh, yeah, I didn't come alone. It was pretty good. At the end of it, the big guy finally finds the guy he's looking for. And guess what? He's running this racket. Oh, cliffhanger.
I need to catch up with that book because it was pretty good. I read the first few issues.
This is pretty good. They kind of separated out. They're doing their own little things right now, like before I guess they get back for the big mission. But that was my number 3.
Should I go?
No.
Yeah, go for it.
Firepower number 2.
Oh, firepower!
Robert Kirkman and Chris Samney. This is sort of like a kung fu movie, but after the movie, sort of.
It's after
You want to review it? Go ahead.
Well, this is my number 2 pick, actually.
Oh, awesome! Well, we're linking these up then.
All right.
Owen Johnson used to be in this clan, and then he left to be a husband and a dad. Now, I'm pretty sure all that happens in the prequel volume 1 that came out.
The prequel is him finding the monastery and getting trained.
Okay. Not him leaving, though.
Not him leaving.
Okay, good, because I want to know that story, too. Because they're kind of leading you on there.
Issue 1 picks up like 10 to 15 years later. He's married and with children, and his old life catches it back up to him.
Yeah, his old life at this monastery catches up.
Yeah.
The best part of this series so far is the fight scenes, dude.
Oh my gosh!
There's no dialogue.
No dialogue. They're fighting at night with the kids.
All right,
the wife
at one
sleeping.
point, right? At
ninjas.
Hold on, dude. The cliffhanger for the first issue is he goes to bed with his wife, and there's a ninja hanging up in the corner.
Yeah.
So the second issue, because you're like, holy shit. And then you get the second issue, and it's just the first like 10 pages is nothing but a fight. And the way they communicate it through the art, his wife doesn't wake up. They fight near the kids' room, and they're like kind of moving the doll back onto the kid's bed, They're fighting in complete silence with each other.
Oh, man.
And it's just perfectly done by Chris Samney, dude.
Yeah, it's
I don't even know how much Kirkman is actually writing this because
I love Chris Samney. His art's amazing.
it's so good. Oh, and this dude can shoot like fire out of his hands.
Yes.
Of course you can.
That's where firepower comes in.
That's weird.
But they're fighting. There's like bottles of water flinging everywhere. He's grabbing them. Dolls being flung everywhere. He's grabbing them just so he doesn't wake up everybody. Just so they don't disturb. And then then finally the wife wakes up with a shotgun.
And she's a cop. And
she's a cop.
So it's weird. It's this weird thing where he's the badass, but she's also a badass, but not as badass.
Well, she
don't know. She don't know about him, dude.
She knows.
She don't know all of it.
She don't know all of it, but she apparently knows enough about it because she makes the comment that
she knows kung fu.
Yeah.
She knows. She made the comment. If you were you could have woke me up. I wanted to fight ninjas too. That's what she says in the book. But it turns out that the guy that visited
that's
him
a goal in life, guys. You should get a girl who wants to fight ninjas with you too.
She's super hot too. Short hair, I know David's not going to be a fan.
No.
Of hair, but she's super hot.
But the guy that visited him in issue 1, telling him that things aren't perfect. He's the guy that set up all these ninjas to attack the house just to see if he was still on his toes.
That's all it was.
That's all it was a test.
The cliffhanger is a big bad guy though, wearing some dope Jordans. I mean, it was so weird. It's like that dude wearing Jordans. And he was like some old Asian dude wearing.
No, that's the master from the monastery.
Oh, is it? Well, I didn't read volume 1, bro. I didn't read the volume 1.
You didn't read the graphic novel?
No.
Apparently, big spoiler. Apparently, at some point, the teacher at the monastery joins the bad guys.
So he is the bad guy.
He is the bad guy in the series. Issue
Not
2.
That the bad guys always wear Jordans.
No, but
they were very weird.
In the graphic novel, he wears Jordans. He wears shorts. He kind of dresses like a slacker. He takes the iPod. He likes listening to music. He likes bubblegum.
I'm gonna have to read that first volume because these first 2 issues are great. We are in honestly what I'm gonna call the second coming of Robert Kirkman. Outcast, Die. This book.
He's definitely putting out a lot more now than he ever has before.
And they're all
Oblivion song.
Yeah, didn't I mention Oblivion song?
No, you said Outcast and Die.
Oh well, Oblivion song too. That's 4 books that are really, really good. That Kirkman is just
maybe the best thing Kirkman did was drop The Walking Dead.
Well, he had to have been so busy. Because Walking Dead is more than just The Walking Dead. It's the TV.
It's a franchise.
Oh, hey, Kirkman, this is a Walking Dead TV guy. We need a hand with something. He's like, okay.
Okay, as long as the check doesn't bounce.
I mean, he's still got the Invincible animated stuff that he's doing. There's a lot he's got going on. But, man, his comic book shit is just on point right now. This and Die are Die is still the best thing I've ever read that he's done, but man, if this keeps up with this pace and this is kind of best.
I disagree. This is the best thing he's done. I
haven't read that
Firepower. That
it's 2 issues, bro. It's 2
that
issues.
Graphic novel is like one of the best things I've read in a long time.
I need to read that.
That graphic novel is so great.
Yeah.
But that first issue that come out with the second issue, that's the actual official first issue. The one that came out a couple of weeks back was the free comic book day one.
Yeah, I got both of them, but I wanted to talk about 2 because it was the newest.
Yeah, it's the latest issue, but it was my number 2 pick of the week.
All right.
3. And then we'll skip right back to me because
we already did David's too.
Awesome.
All right, so this one definitely isn't the third best book I read this week, but this is the one I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about that Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knights tie-in book.
Dude, let's do it because that's my number 1 pick.
Is that really your number 1 pick?
Dude, I loved it so much.
Man, it's a $6 book filled with the art was great.
The art was amazing.
All the Tony A. Daniel art is great. All of the Riley
Rosmo
Robin
on the
King
Robin King book.
Art was great. Yeah.
Jamal Eigel on the Batasaurus book. Francesco Francavilla on the Castle Bat book.
That was my favorite story. Me
too.
The Castle Bat story.
Frank Thierry wrote that. It was a horror story.
It was straight up horror. It reminded me a lot of the Fatale book.
It reminded me of IDW's got a book called Castle Vader. It's a horror book. It's just different horror stories from around the Star Wars universe. But the Danny Warren Johnson doing the Batmobile book.
Yeah, that was great too.
And then Baby Batman. Why? But I have to know more. That's Moira McTaggart.
I don't know. That said, though, I don't think this book was worth all of the hassle getting this book.
Oh, really?
To get this book because this book is flying off the shelves. It's selling for like $25-$30.
Yeah.
For a normal issue, it's like $400-$500 if you want a variant issue.
I'll tell you the reason why.
Wow.
We'll spoil the hell out of it. It's the first appearance of Robin King.
It's not the first appearance of Robin King.
No, it's his origin.
It's his origin.
It's his origin. But it is, as far as I know, again, first appearance of the Darkest Night.
Well, the Darkest Night was in
the last page of
He
Death
was
Metal
in the
#2.
last Death Metal issue.
But he was
So
just on the last page, right? Just
yeah,
one
but
panel.
he still appeared.
But Wolverine technically appeared in Hulk 180, but it's Hulk 181 that everybody wants. I'm just saying, these are the origins of both of those characters. Well, all of these characters.
They did explain the Dr. Manhattan thing a little bit more. The Dr. Manhattan.
So good.
It was pretty good.
I got so sucked into that. Him talking about all these different universes. Basically, the Batman Who Laughs has evolved into an even more terrifying dude by sucking in Dr. Manhattan's powers.
I am all in on this dumb crisis. This
it's so dumb and stupid, and I love it so much. I love it so much.
It's a bunch of just nonsense that they're like, let's try to make some sort of sense out of it, but not really.
In a blender and make it work.
Dude, yep, and it's working.
The Batman, the B-Rex book,
the
story, it was like a page and a half. I loved it. I was like so sucked in. Dude, the Castle Bat, we were talking about it. Frank Thierry and Francesco Francavilla story. Batman becomes Gotham City.
Yes, by sacrificing Damian Wayne, who's Batman at the time. He's his,
Yeah.
So like
Dark Batman at the
Batman
time.
possesses Gotham City, or Batman
Batman
AI?
becomes Gotham City.
He becomes it.
He
through
sacrifices
dark magic.
Damian through blood magic, and becomes the city, merges with it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But we say all these little mini stories because the Darkest Knight, previously known as the Batman Who Laughs, who has evolved. Once he absorbed Dr. Manhattan's powers, he became Batman Hatton, is what they were, which is stupid. But
I'm still all down for it.
I'm so down for it.
It's like Batman.
That rolls off the tongue, though.
But it does. But what he did is he used Manhattan's powers to explore all of the dark multiverse.
Oh.
And learn. And this is basically how he created the Batman Battle World, or whatever the hell it's called, that map that we're seeing in Dark Knight's Metal. This is basically, how he created all that.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow,
Robin King is his creation. Not really. Because he talks about being the Bullet. He's like, I have to be the Bullet. Every Batman is reactionary. Every Batman comes from something else that individual reacted to.
Oh, so
what I need to do.
It's like Barry Allen becoming the Flash, being the lightning that hits the chemicals that makes Barry Allen the Flash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's what happened, because the Robin King story, Bruce Wayne is just out of his fucking mind.
He's just a crazy psycho kid. Yeah.
David, he goes to Crime Alley just like Batman does. His parents don't get shot because Batman saves the day. Little Bruce Wayne slices Joe Chill, whatever the hell his name is, throat and owns him. And then he grabs the gun, looks up at his parents and smiles and shoots them both.
Right. And then he starts chasing Alfred through the house, like it's chasing Alfred, trying to kill him, like it's that movie that just came out recently. What was it? That hide and seek movie?
Yeah.
With Margot Robbie?
Yeah.
Not Ready or Not?
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. I don't think it was. Yeah.
It wasn't Margot Robbie, but it was a chick who looked.
This book surprised the hell out of me, and it blew me away. There's some great talent on this book, dude.
Yeah, there's tons of talent on this book.
Scott Snyder, James Tynion, Joshua Williamson, and Tony S. Daniel, Peter J. Tomasi and Riley Rossmo, Marguerite Bennett, Jamal Eigel, Frank Thierry, Francesco Francavilla, Daniel Warren Johnson did the Road Warrior book with the Batmobile. Oh my gosh, so stupid. I love it.
The art in that was fantastic.
It was. It looked like post-apocalyptic.
It looked like Mad Max.
Like it's supposed to. And then that Batman baby book. Garth Ennis and Joel Jones. Are you kidding me?
It was so weird.
David, in this book, Batman's like, when I die, I'm going to put my brain into an AI. And then that AI computer will inject that program and upload it into a new body that I've created. And he screws up, and instead of making it an 18-year-old, he makes it an 18-month-old baby. So now it's Batman stuck in a baby body. I love that so much. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. I love it. Yeah, best thing I read this week. Best thing I read this week. It was so dumb and stupid. I loved it. All right, so is it my number 2 book now?
Yeah, it's your number 2.
Empire X-Men number
We're
2.
in a weird order now. Yeah.
Gary Dugan, Ben Percy, and Leah Williams with Lucas Wernick doing the art. A fun, action-packed tie-in that has absolutely nothing to do with the main Empire event, which is utter garbage. Fight me. The Scarlet Witch felt bad for Genosha, so she went back and tried to resurrect all the millions of dead mutants. What she actually did was turn them all into zombies.
Doesn't that kind of mess with the resurrection protocols?
No, not at all. They're not using their actual dead bodies. They have DNA samples of all of them on file that Mr. Sinister had collected over the years. So they don't need them.
Okay.
On Genosha. But that coincided with an attack from the Kotati, who are the plant people from the moon after the Kree and Skrull teamed up because Hulkling was all loving them, and there you go. So it's space plants versus mutant zombies. Plants versus zombies.
Who'd have thought of that?
So stupid. But again, just like the metal tie-in, this is just so dumb and ridiculous, and I love it. Magic is a badass in this. Lucas Wernick draws her beautifully. The Golden Girls of Botany are in here. Horticulture, they call themselves. It's just like 3 or 4 old broads who deal with plants and shit, and they get over on everybody in the best way. And this had a great ending. It's great. It's just really fun. I don't want to talk about Empire, but I'm definitely going to talk about any of the good parts of Empire, and this is a good part of Empire.
So all the X-Men stuff.
Everything X-Men is gold right now.
Well, since we're skipping David's number 2 and we're going to my number 2 now, we might as well stick with X-Men. I'm going with Giant Size X-Men Phantom X number 1 by Jonathan Hickman and Rod Reese doing all the art. Yeah, this is a interesting issue. I don't know.
It's weird, dude.
It was very weird. So basically there are 2 twins. There's Phantom X and he has another twin, and they're separated at birth. Phantom X was rejected. He wasn't the one that was accepted in this science, the world. It's called the World. It's basically a whole bunch of mad scientists doing.
It's like the what do they call it? The Project X or whatever the hell it was that Wolverine was in.
Weapon X program?
Yeah, Weapon X, kind of like that.
But time doesn't have any meaning there. They can slow down time and speed up time and stop time at their will, which helps them in their genetic experiments.
Right. And basically this whole issue is Phantom X going back to the world to meet his twin pretty much once every decade for like 8 or so decades. And every time he breaks in, he has to, fight whatever defenses he has to get through.
Or not even fight.
Not even fight. He usually uses distractions and stuff.
Yeah, he convinces people to hang out with him, and then they end up getting murdered.
Basically, yeah.
Which was a good running joke. It was fun.
Yeah. And then he goes and he meets his twin, but you never really get to see the conversation he has with his twin. You get to see like the first line or two where the twin will say some vague Hickman shit. And yeah, that's really most of this book. So it doesn't really have the a nice cathartic feel to it because you don't know what any of this means. Which is a big problem with Hickman's stuff when it's not all together. But that said, I really like the art. I really like Rod Reese's art. I got a real Alex Maleev vibe from it, just from his coloring.
It's in my notes.
But I liked it. I liked it overall. I liked seeing Nick Fury and all the Howling Commandos. That was fun.
Rad.
Yeah.
I liked seeing because he's going to different time periods. So yeah, the first time he goes to the world, he's hooking up with the Howling Commandos, and they're helping him break into the world. And then
he uses the Hellfire Club at one point.
An earlier version of the Hellfire Club, and some humongonauts who I don't think are even a real thing. Great art. A lot of 9-panel pages. I'm a sucker for that sort of layout.
Yeah,
there's some trippy art when you go back into the world sometimes because they're messing with reality and stuff. And not just
that. If you look at the art, every time he goes, they're attacked by the world. And if you look at the world attacking them, all these little bits that are attacking them, little monsters and shit, all evolve every time he goes back. They're all like different versions of the previous one. which was nice for continuity. You could really tell where the story was heading. But you're right, it didn't really head anywhere, and there was nothing cathartic. There was no big, there's your finish. This feels like your typical Hickman book where, nah, you'll understand this in 2 years.
Right.
In another book. Yeah.
And it also had some Hickman tropes in it. I don't know what it is about Hickman, but he always loves dudes in armor with like sparks or lightning coming off of them. They have he has dudes like that.
Prongs.
Prongs with
It's
like lightning or
weird.
something coming off.
Yeah,
he has that character. That character and like the monochromatic lady who always knows way too much but doesn't let on.
Yeah.
He has those two stock characters in every single story that he does. I'm kind of tired of them by now.
Yeah, I am very tired of the monochromatic character. East of West has got a monochromatic character. There's one in his Decorum, his new book Decorum. Yeah, there's definitely Swan in his Avengers, New Avengers, Into Infinity, and Secret Wars was that. But
yeah, his Dying in the Dead had one. His Black Monday Murders had one.
I actually really like the Dying in the Dead.
I really like the Dying in the Dead, but it never went anywhere. I don't know why.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I couldn't put this in the top 3, but 2 years from now, I guarantee you I'll be able to put this in the top 3 because it feels like this is a seed that Hickman is planting, and you will reap the fruits of this later. So yeah, I already did my number 1 and my number 2. I also read Deceased Dead Planet number 2. It was kind of cool.
Oh,
Plastic Man is like a moat around a city, and he's a monster moat. It was rad. He killed the hell out of so many people. It was awesome.
Interesting.
But anyway, I love Deceased Planet because they keep murdering people, man. They keep murdering people.
Oh,
I love it.
Going back to the preview show from Monday, that movie poster edition.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Based on the Book of Eli.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense now that you say that. Good.
It was an okay movie.
Who's number 1? Who's up for number 1?
It's
I already
me.
did mine.
It's a me.
It's a me.
It's a me, a Mario.
Phantom X was your number 1 book, Adam?
No, that was my number 2 book.
Oh, okay.
It's a me, Mario.
Okay.
AWA Upshot book. Bad Mother.
I was number 1.
Yeah.
I had some problems with it, man.
The previews for it made me think that she was like a hit woman, and not.
She's not.
She's not. She's a very concerned mother that's probably going to go on a killing spree.
And you say that. I hate how they make her seem like she's crazy.
Yes, there's a bigger story going on with the cover up of people. She goes to the boyfriend's house, or
I'll explain it.
Okay,
she's in the supermarket. There's a robbery. She's fine. She lives through it. That was the only reason they did that, was to seemingly introduce the cop who's going to be the main cop throughout the thing. That felt like it was out of place. She goes home.
Very forced.
Her husband seems like he's cheating on her. I don't buy his story at all. He said that he's going out of the country and is going to be unreachable for a while. I don't believe
No,
that shit for a
he
minute.
said that in that conversation. He said that he got an early flight, but he's going to have to drive back, and he's just going to grab dinner while he's driving back.
No, because later on she calls him and he's out of the country. You missed that.
I did. Oh, yeah, that did seem kind of out of.
Yeah. So anyway, she's at home. She wants to hang out with her son. Her son's a little shit brat who doesn't want to hang out. She's all scared after this thing at the supermarket. Wants to go see a movie with her kid. He's a little asshole. Daughter comes home. Daughter's being kind of a bitch. She looks at her daughter. She got punched in the face
by the boyfriend.
So what would mom do? She's going over there to kick some ass like you do. Goes over there. Their whole family's murdered.
Yes, everybody at the house is dead.
She freaks out. She goes back home, calls the cops. By the time the cops get over there, they've cleaned up everything.
Yeah, somebody come and cleaned up. Like she was describing the scene.
But her
like there was a
daughter's
cat.
also gone now.
Yep.
So the cops don't believe her. The cops are like, no, your daughter runs away. And she's like, but what about the dead people? She's like, we didn't find no dead people.
There's no dead bodies.
We don't know what you're talking about. You crazy.
But it turns out daughter was kidnapped by something bigger, bigger.
Some sort of conspiracy.
The kingpin type person says that, we lost a lot of money, but we got a way to recoup some of the cost. And I guess it's implying that the daughter's going to get sold into the black market.
I wasn't getting that. I was getting that they were going to try to do some
the
blackmail.
book.
Mom.
I don't know if it's blackmail the mom or, but the book the solicits made it sound like she might have been a hit woman, and she's not in the business anymore.
Maybe that's it. They're going to blackmail her into. All right, the supermarket thing really got me because I was like, all right, she's going to jump here. She's going to react. Yeah, she's going to switch her shit on and kill this dude.
If she was a hit woman,
oh no, I'm the damsel in distress, and the detective's going to save me.
She wasn't the damsel in distress. The bitch at the supermarket was the damsel in distress.
She was, but if you'll remember, the main character was on the ground in the store with that girl who was talking. Oh, see, at the PTA.
Yeah.
And they grabbed the mom with who said that bullshit PTA line, but she had a look of terror on her face like they were going to grab her. That is throwing me, dude. I'm still hoping that there's a twist, but damn it, that twist should have been twisted in this first issue. I so wanted to love this more than I did. The art is amazing.
The art is fantastic.
He's murdering, assassinating the art in this. It's so damn good. But the story just left me puzzled.
I'm thinking that this is either she is a hit woman or this is going to become like a comic book version of Taken.
I don't want a comic book version of Taken. I'm not with this mom. This mom ain't done shit yet.
This mom is just basically
this mom's terrible. And her family is terrible. And the reason her family is terrible is because I think she's terrible. I'm sorry. Who else are you going to blame? She's the only other member there who haven't.
Well, maybe she'll grow through this and become a better mom.
Man, I don't know. I'm excited to see where things go because I'm confident in AWA's ability to deliver a good product. The art was amazing. But, man, that story left me just like, what the hell?
A lot of questions more.
Did you read Money Shot number 7?
I did.
Ooh. There's a hot lesbian sex scene in that.
Is that the only reason why you're bringing that up?
Well, the president joins the Triple Explorers to try to get over on the aliens, and he's basically
is this your number one pick of the week?
No, I already.
No, his number one was the Batman book.
Yeah. Okay, the Batman book.
Yeah, it was
his
just
number one
okay.
was my number 3.
Lesbian sex is not enough to bump a book into the top 3. Okay.
Well, yeah, the president is like a very Trump-esque figure. Basically, aliens show up at the UN, offer humanity solutions to all their problems. The president of the United States shows up and says, "No, the U.S. has been carrying the world for a long time. Maybe we should get first crack at that." The aliens zap the president, get back in their spaceship, and leave.
So now he's joining the Triple Explorers so that he can go F the aliens before they F us.
I don't think this is the aliens that offered the humanity the solutions is the same aliens because they were the Triple Explorers.
The aliens.
The Triple Explorers were talking about
Centaur.
A Centaur alien, but the Triple Explorers were talking about going to a planet where sex is the currency.
But that's not where they went.
That's where they went.
No, they went to the Centaur planet.
No, they did not.
I'm pretty sure they went to the Centaur planet.
The Centaur planet, pretty sure alien coalition shows up later on in the book, but they're talking about these people on a planet that have unlimited power sources, and they want to get that power source so they can use that power source to power the teleportation device.
I gotcha. There was Centaur sex in this too.
There was Centaur sex in there.
Super hot book.
But,
I love this book.
But that sounds like it.
But there are two separate storylines that are going to collide. The Centaur sex and the hot lesbian sex are going to collide when the president goes to this planet to fuck an alien to get a cold fusion reactor or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Who's up? Who's number 1 book?
It's mine. My number
Adam's
1
wrapping
was
us with his number 1 book of the week.
The Goddamned, The Virgin Brides, issue number 2 from Jason Aaron and R.M. Guerra. Man, this issue, the story's not very complicated. It's just really a chase issue. The two girls, they now know what's on top of the mountain. It's just weird Nephilim people. Nothing good. So they're just running away.
Nothing good ever comes from Nephilim.
Nothing good. Nothing. So they're just running away. And the caretaker's there. They contact some like Amazonian women down at the bottom of the mountain. They're all naked and whatnot.
Crazy.
Not
in the good way like they were in Money Shot either.
No,
in the worst
like
possible naked way you could imagine.
Yeah. but they're going and attacking the girls, and the girls have to go and like make a stand, fight them off a little bit. The art's fantastic, man. Like you said, this biblical fan fiction is just fantastic to look at.
Yeah, the art's definitely the driving force behind.
It is 100% the driving force of this.
Yeah.
That said, it is funny watching them just take the Lord's name in vain as many times as I can in this biblical fan fiction. I think that's just hilarious.
I need to know where it's gonna go.
Yes, we do need a destination.
And
it is a little too open.
We need more Bible stuff.
Yes. This one was very light on the Bible stuff. They did do a joke. They did do a joke on the bush, the burning bush.
Yeah.
But yes, it needs to have a lot more Bible stuff.
Yeah. But good all around.
Yep.
Good. He got him from point A to point B. That was the goal. It was entertaining. He set up the chasers with those Amazonians. So we'll see.
Fantastic.
Because they're still there. They're still there. I hate those old ladies, dude.
Yeah,
they're the worst in that book. Holy shit. Just a bunch
everybody in that book sucks. I don't know what the fuck going on.
It's true. It's true. So yeah, there's our Patreon. Go over there and check us out there. Just $1 or a few dollars, whatever you want to give. David's supposed to be working on content for over there, exclusive content. You said you were at one point.
I said one of the things we should do is a shout out and maybe like have a guest spot.
I guess like who? Like who?
Like so whoever gives like put a tier in there where we can have a guest come on. A guest pays to come on the show. Otherwise, we put a tier on there and we do shout outs for people. That's
shout outs.
Shout outs.
We need to think of something better. We'll do that. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. Again, check us out, Outright Geekery, on our Patreon, patreon.com/OutrightGeekery, TGIC Pod at the Twitters.
At the Twitter. Adam's got a Twitter now.
I do.
Adam's got it. At Adam.
I haven't posted anything on it yet, but I have a Twitter.
I am following you.
I barely use it.
Follow for follow.
If you're listening on YouTube or Periscope or Facebook, find us on all those other 2 platforms that you're not listening on. Just search Outright Geekery. You'll find us just like that. Tell your friends, tell your ma, tell your pa, jazz down to Arkansas. Tell your comic book shops. Tell everybody. Share the show out. We really appreciate it. We want to grow and have some fun. Get in that chat and hang out with us. But most of all, I want to thank you 2 guys for hanging out with me.
Anytime, man. You know me. I love talking shit about some comics.
All right.
I'm always down for shit talking.
Are you gonna do that RPG? You're gonna game master that RPG?
We'll have to discuss that.
We are gonna do this all again next week.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
And also join us for the preview show tomorrow.
Preview show.
I think the preview show is my favorite show.
When are we going to get back to doing like the previews magazine thing?
That sucks. We'll talk about it. Maybe that's what we should do for the Patreon.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.